Okay, class. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening. Selamat petang. Alright, so wire dia tak boleh kacau langsung. Alright, so last week kita dah tengok this example. We have seen this example. So let's go back. Example 4.4. We want to find the Fourier series for this piecewise function. So this type of function we call piecewise function because it is because this function is piece by piece lah. In the interval from -1 to 0 we have function x equal to 4, and then in the interval 0 to 1, so from this example 0 to 1 we have fx equal to 2, and then we know that the periodic is equal to 2. So we are going to sketch this graph. So we have sketched this graph. This is the sketches of fx, and then we have expand in the range from -3 to 3. And then we have determined this is the neither function because it is not symmetrical at y-axis or not symmetrical at origin. So if you try to find the mirror image on the y-axis, this is y-axis, just take one part, this one. You mirror image, you find it's supposed to be here but it is not here. And then try to mirror once again on the x-axis, on this part, supposed to be here but this is not on the this part lah, this quadrant. So this is neither function. If you just take one part here, it is neither function. And then we need to find the Fourier series coefficient. So Fourier series coefficient we have A0, A0, AN and BN. So by applying the formula, so to find the A0, so this is the formula for A0 integration. A0 equal to 1 over L, where L is the period. So the period is equal to 2, so 2L from -L to L is 2L. So the period is equal to 2, so 2L equal to 2, so L equal to 1. And then integration from -1 to 1 fx. So fx you need to broken into two pieces lah, because we have two functions in the difference interval. The first one from -1 to 0, this is the function x plus 4. Second one from 0 to 1, this is the function. So you apply the integration, and lastly you get equal to 11 over 2. And then next coefficient is an. So this is the function of an. How you need to find the an? 1 over L, negative L to L, integration from negative L to L, fx cos n pi x over L. Now we know L equal to 1, so this one be cos n pi x. And fx also you need to be integrate in different integral because we have piecewise function. So from negative 1 to 0, this is the function, multiply cos n pi x, plus from 0 to 1, the function is 2, so 2 multiply cos n pi x. This one, you need to use the integration by integration by part, or you can apply the tabular method. So this is tabular method. Two part. First one is t for differentiate, I for integrate. So differentiate is this function. So remember, kalau nak guna tabular method or integration by part, just remember this formula lah. I need inverse trigonometry, yeah? L is for ln, A is for algebraic lah. X square, 2x, 3x. T trigonometry, sine, cosine. E for exponent. Alright, so we apply the integration by tabular method. So differentiate is x plus 4, so differentiate x plus 4, you get 1, differentiate sampai 0, you differentiate until 0. And then you repeated the same for cos n pi x. And then you apply this one. So solving this one, you get an equal to 1 over n pi square multiply 1 minus negative 1 to the power of n. Okay, so for today we are going to continue to find Bn. Right, so Bn is given by the formula 1 over L, integration from negative L to L fx sine n pi x over L dx. So when you integrate, when you writing integration, don't forget this one, this part. Kadang-kadang ramai yang tak tulis. Sometimes a few people, a few students forget to writing this function. This is because we need to integrate this all function with respect to x. So now you know lah, x is the interested variable. We want to integrate with respect to x. If you have two x and y, so tengoklah nak integrate with respect to x or y. So that's why you need to write dx here. We treat this is as a derivative. Kita anggapkan yang ini adalah derivative. So we want to find the function with respect to x, integration by x. Alright, so previously we determined L equal to 1. So 1 divided by 1 is 1. Then integration from negative 1 to 1 fx sine n pi x divided by 1. So sine n pi x with respect to x there. Some student, ada yang suka tulis in bracket, ada yang tak suka tulis in bracket. Depend lah, kalau function tu too complicated or too long, you can write in bracket. If you don't want to write in bracket, also can, sine, cos, tangent. Alright, so based on the piecewise function tadi, if you remember that we have from negative 1 to 0, x plus 4, from 0 to 1 is 2. So kata balik. So this will be from negative 1 to 0, x plus 4 sine n pi x dx. And then from 0 to 1 is 2 sine n pi x dx. Okay, so for x plus 4 multiply sine n pi x. So once again, this is a product of two function, because product of two function, when this type of product, you need to use the integration by tabular method. So this part, yang ini ya, this part we need to use the integration by tabular method. So for tabular method, we prepare lah. So we have two function. First to be differentiate is x plus 4. Second one to be integrate, sine n pi x. So differentiate x plus 4 sampai 0 until you get 0. So first you get x plus 4, so you get 1 and then 0. Differentiate 1 is 0. Integrate sine n pi x, negative cos negative cos n pi x, and then divide by derivative of n pi x. N constant, pi constant, x variable. So kalau derivative will be n pi lah, so divide by n pi. And then integrate one more time, cos you get sine. So negative sine n pi x. Remember tadi kita ada divide by n pi and then divide once again by n pi. So now became n square pi square ataupun n pi square. Sebab kita bahagi lah, kita bagi sekali lagi dengan n pi. So here will be positive, negative, positive, cross multiply. Alright, so let's continue here. So for this part, the integration from negative 1 to 0 will be, so first product of x plus 4 multiply negative cos n pi x over n pi. So letak negatif dulu lah. X plus 4 cos n pi x divided by n pi. Negative 1 multiply negative sine n pi x over n pi square. So negative, negative, positive, sine n pi x over n pi square. And then finish lah. So this is the integration of the first function from negative 1 to 0. And then plus integration of 2 sine n pi. So 2 is constant, we can put outside constant, letakkan siap-siap kat luar. And then integration of sine. So you get negative cos n pi x divided by n pi from 0 to 1. Cik sangat tak? Okay, tak apa, kita besarkan sikit. Okay, now before we continue, sebelum kita nak sambung, let's check this part because we have a sign. So kalau kita nampak function sign, kita check dululah. First is to evaluate this function, you need to substitute x into this function and this function minus substitute x equal to minus 1 into this function. So what happens if we substitute x into this one? So will be sine 0. So sine 0 is 0. And sine negative n pi, if we substitute negative 1 here, will be sine negative n pi. Sine negative n pi also 0. That means yang ini tetap akan dapat 0. So we potong siap-siap lah. Potong and letakkan 0 siap-siap, supaya kita senang nanti nak calculate. Right, now we are going to evaluate from -1 to 0. So we are going to substitute 0 first, minus, substitute x equal to -1. Okay, so saya sambung kat sini ya. Okay, sebelah. Alright, first we substitute 0. So we have -0 plus 4. And sorry, satu lagi. Now we are going to substitute yang ada x sahaja, yang ada constant. This one is constant, right? So you can put outside siap-siap. So letakkan 1 over n pi. N pi dekat luar siap-siap. And why not? Apa kata kalau kita letakkan negatif sekali lah, supaya kita tak confuse nanti. So letakkan negatif siap-siap. So when you put negative outside, negative 1 over n pi, yang atas ni jadi cos n pi x sajalah. Cos n pi. Okay, so based on writing here, so we are going to substitute when x equal to 0. So cos 0 is 1, and then cos 1 minus cos negative n pi is -1 to the power of n. So habis. And then the second part plus, so 2 over n pi we also can put outside then, because n pi is the constant, so you can put outside. And negative pun kita boleh letak dekat luar, so minus lah. So cos n pi equal to -1 to the power of n minus cos 0 is 0. Okay. Cos 0 is 0, cos 0 is 1. X plus 4, kan? Okay, thank you. Terima kasih. Kamu tak apa-apa. Jangan menangis lagi lah. Okay, 0 plus 4 is 4. So 4 times 1 lah. Ada lagi tak? Okay. Yang lain okay dah kan? So we have -1 over n pi 4 minus -1 to the power of n, then minus 2 over n pi -1 to the power of n minus 1. So this expression look at so yang ini 1 over n pi, yang ini 2 over n pi. So you can expand this one and then simplify. So expand dahulu, so -4 over n pi negative negative plus negative 1 to the power of n minus 2 negative 1 to the power of n over n pi, and then plus 2 over n pi. So we have negative 2 over n pi minus one minus 2, so minus 1. So negative 2 over n pi minus 1 to the power of n over n pi. So we can also simplify this one. By taking 1 over n pi, and then in the bracket we have minus 2 plus negative 1 to the power of n. Okay, that is the final answer for Bn. Minus tu minus kan? Ada orang yang tak senang hati dia tengok salah dia tak mana nak abang. Nangis lah. Keramnya asyik bersalah pada rasa. Okay. So we write the function. So fx is a naught over 2 plus from n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x over l plus bn sin n pi x over l. A naught tadi 11 over 2, so 11 over 2 divided by 2 is 11 over 4 plus summation from n equal to 1 to infinity. An is 1 over n pi square 1 plus negative 1 to the power of n. An is 1 minus plus bn minus 2 minus minus 1. Okay. Yes. Siapa bagi? Ada siapa bagi? Ada salah ke? Okay, dah. Alright, let's move to next example, example 4.5. So expand fx in Fourier series. So we have piecewise function juga. Two functions, first one 0 from negative pi to 0, and second one fx equal to pi minus x from 0 to pi. So here we didn't know the from this function. So can you determine the period of this function? Macam mana kita nak determine period dia? So kita tengoklah n to n, from negative L to L. So kita ada from negative pi to pi. So period is 2 pi. 2 pi. If I draw the graph, so from negative pi to pi, here it's 0 kan? So first function 0, second function pi minus x. So second function macam tu lah. And then this function, the range. So this is the period. So from negative pi to 0, jarak dia adalah, range dia is pi. From 0 to pi also pi. So pi plus pi 2 pi. So that's how we know the period. Alright, so we want to expand in Fourier series. So when we want to expand, we need to find a0, an, and lastly bn. 3 Fourier coefficient. So a0 equal to 1 over L integration from negative L to L fx dx. So L refer to the period. So we know that the period is 2 pi. 2 pi equal to 2L. What is L? L equal to 2 pi divided by 2. L is pi. So 1 over pi from negative pi to pi fx dx. And if we want to integrate from negative pi to pi, you need to integrate piece by piece lah, because this function defined from negative pi to 0 and 0 to pi. So kita kena pecahkan lah. So 1 over pi multiply first one from negative pi to 0. The function is 0 kan? 0 dx. Second one from 0 to pi, the function is pi minus x dx. So integration 0, if we integrate 0 from negative pi to 0, dapat apa? 0 tak boleh dapat x, dapat constant kan? Integration, kalau kita ada constant let's say fx equal to some constant, let's say constant is c lah. If we differentiate, kita akan dapat f prime. Differentiate, kita akan dapat 0. So kalau kita integrate this one, kita akan dapat constant balik lah. So kalau kita integrate 0, you get constant. Ada x tak dalam tu? Tak ada kan? So you want to integrate a constant from negative pi to 0. So saya tulis kat atas ni lah. So you want to integrate c from negative pi to 0. So nak substitute tak 0 ni? Tak ada tempat kan, sebab no x. That means C minus C. So dapat balik 0. Sebab tak ada C, tak ada X kan, you tak ada tempat nak substitute, so you C minus C lah, 0. So integration of 0 from negative pi to 0 is 0. But if integration 0 tak bagi limit, you get constant C. Right, so this one integration 0, 0 lah, potong siap-siap lah. So that mean only this one lah, from 0 to pi x minus from 0 to pi minus x. So 1 over pi, integration of pi, you get pi x, integration of x, x squared over 2. This one from 0 to pi. So substitute x equal to pi. So we have pi square minus pi square over 2 minus, and then substitute 0. So 0 minus 0, 0. Simplify pi minus pi over 2. So this is pi over 1 times 2 atas pun times 2, 2 pi minus pi, so pi square. So 1 over pi square over 2. So divide by pi, this is equal to pi over 2. So A naught pi over 2. Next, find AN. AN is 1 over L from negative L to L fx cos n pi x over L dx. So L tadi adalah pi, L equal to pi. So from 1 over pi negative pi to pi fx cos n pi x over pi. So pi divided by pi is 1. So cos n x lah. So 1 over pi and then from negative pi to 0, fx is 0 cos n x dx plus 0 to pi minus x cos nx dx. Okay, 0 cos nx, so 0 multiply cos nx, so this one is 0, so tak perlu integrate lah sebab we only need to find the integration n minus x multiply cos and x. This one multiply this one, you need to use the tabular method. So d is ini waktu bayangkan ni n minus x, is cos nx. Pi, sorry, pi. So differentiate pi minus x, we get minus 1. Differentiate minus 1, we get 0. Integrate cos sin, sin nx divided by n, derivative of nx. And then integrate sin cos negative cos nx over, tadi dah over n, bahagi lagi dengan n square. Positive, negative, positive. So tu kecilkan balik. So 1 over pi. Yang first one integrate is 0. So we have only pi minus x multiply sin nx divided by n negative positive. Lepas tu ada negative sign kan, negative positive, and then ada negative, so minus cos nx over n square from 0 to pi. Negative hilang, negative x kan, so negative 1. So negative positive negative. Betul kan? Okay, dimaafkan. Okay, ni ada sign, kita boleh check lah. Sign here. So substitute pi, sin n pi. Sin n pi is 0 kan? Sin n pi is 0. Substitute 0, sin 0. So 0, that means yang ni semua jadi 0. So potong lah. So tulis siap-siap 0. Alright, so n square ni adalah constant, kita boleh letak dekat luar. So jadi 1 over n square pi. So yang kat dalam ni adalah cos nx from pi to 0. Negative. Yes. Okay, substitute n pi. Substitute pi into x. So saya sambung kat atas ni ya. So 1 over n square pi. X we substitute. So first letakkan negatif dulu kat depan. So cos n pi is negative 1 to the power of n minus cos 0 is 1. Betul tu ni? Macam salah. Negative 1 negative cos and x. So kalau saya letakkan negative 1, negative cos ni negatif kita letak dekat luar siap-siap kan. So negative saya padam dah lah. Okay, letakkan negative cos tu negatif, we put outside. So negative n square pi cos n pi is minus 1 to the power of n minus 1. So darabkan balik dengan negatif 1 minus 1 to the power of n. Okay. Sometimes saya lah, bukan saya selalu keliru dengan negative sign. So letakkan negatif sesiap lah dekat luar before we want to substitute any x in the integration. So an is n square 1 over n square pi 1 minus 1 to the power of n. Tak boleh. Okay, done. Okay, last coefficient is Bn 1 over L negative L to L Fx sin n pi x over L dx. So pi tadi, L is pi So 1 over pi integration from negative pi to pi Fx sin n pi x over L over pi. So pi and pi will be 1. Negative pi to 0 and 0. Close the bracket. So 1 over pi. So we break down this function, this integration into two functions. First one 0, second one n minus x sin n x. So yang ini 0 sin n x. So integrate dapat 0 juga lah. So tak perlu nak tulis pun lah. So ataupun you substitute here with 0. So that mean this integration only. So yang ni pun kena buat tabular method. So D pi minus x sin nx negative 1 0 sin negative cos nx over n negative sin nx over n square. So positive, negative, positive. One over pi negative pi minus x cos nx divided by n. Negative 1 sin positive, positive ada negative kat belakang, so negative sin nx over n square. From 0 to pi. Okay, so yang ini jadi kosong kan? Substitute n pi. So n pi is 0, sin 0 also 0. So this one will be 0 lah. So now only this one. Sin n pi 0 eh? Sin n pi, sin negative n pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, semua 0. So yang ini kita ada negatif, yang ni n, so semua letak dekat luar siap lah, supaya kita tak confuse nanti. So negative 1 over n pi pi minus x cos nx from 0 to pi. So negative 1 over n pi, substitute pi here, pi minus pi 0, so 0 times cos n pi nx also 0, minus substitute x n minus, pi minus 0 is pi, cos 0 is 1. So negative pi, negative positive pi over n pi. Pi divided by pi, 1. So 1 over n. So Bn is 1 over n. Hence, our fx a0 over 2 plus summation from n1 to infinity multiply an cos n pi x over L plus bn sin n pi x over L. So L is pi. A0 tadi pi over 2 so pi over 4. So pi over 2 divided by 2 is pi over 4. an is 1 over n squared pi 1 minus 1 to the power of n cos nx. Bn is 1 over n sin nx. Close the bracket, both sides. Okay. Susah kan? Banyak step kan? Tak apa belajar susah, exam senang ya. Exercise saja susah exam saya dah tengok soalan dah senangnya. Saya takut pula ramai dapat A Takut ramai dapat A. Ramai dapat A pun susah juga tau. Saya nak kena soalan senang sangat. Okay, example terakhir lah. So this is the last example. Lepas ni semua exercise kan. Okay. Contoh example terakhir ni example Tahu? Okay, function fn is given by fx equal to 4 in the interval negative pi to 0 and negative 2 in the interval 0 to pi. And the period is given here, 2 pi equal to L. 2L is 2 pi. So sketch the graph in the range of negative 3 pi to 3 pi. B, find the Fourier series. So first kita nak sketch dulu lah. So senang saja, 4n minus 2. So sketch, you draw the axis. Yang ini fx, this one is x. So from positive pi, negative pi, kita nak sampai negative 3 pi. Pi, 3 pi. From negative pi to 0 is 4. So let's say this is 2, this is 4, negative 2, negative 4. So from pi to 0 is 4. So let's use red color. Tak sama dengan pi. Macam mana nak bagi sama? Susah sikit. Dah lari juga. Tak apalah, sama lah, tak sama lah. And then from 0 to negative pi is negative 2. Okay, sama lah tu. Okay, so we have finished the negative pi to pi. Tapi kita kena sambung balik kan. Okay, so follow the pattern lah. Mula-mula atas, bawah, atas balik, kena bawah. So yang sebelah ni pun sama. Tadi dah atas, so sekarang bawah, atas balik. So that is the range lah, from negative 3 pi to 3 pi. So if the question asks you what type of this function, kita take just one yang ni we try to find the image on the y-axis. So first kat sini and then sekali lagi kat sini. So this is not mirror image, not symmetry on y-axis, tak ada apa kat sini. Kalau kita frame kali ni tak ada apa kat sini kan. So this is neither function. Dalam soalan tak tanya pun tapi sajalah nak beritahu kalau tanya. So this is neither function. So sketch the graph, find the Fourier series. So Fourier series kita ada A0, AN, BN. A0 1/L from negative L to L fx dx. So L tadi kita tahu the range is 2 pi equal to 2L. So what is L? 2 pi divided by 2 pi. So integration 1/pi from negative pi to pi fx dx. So fx tadi kita ada 2 kan? Ada 4 dengan negative 2 So negative pi to 0 to pi. So pecahkan 2. First one from negative pi to 0 4 dx from 0 to pi negative 2 dx. Oh senangnya. Macam ni exam syok 1/pi. So integration of 4x from negative pi to 0 plus integration minus 2x from 0 to pi. Okay, so sambung sebelah sini 1/pi then 0 minus 4pi. So minus plus lah 4pi plus minus 2pi minus 0. So 4pi minus 2pi 2pi 1/pi multiply 2pi equal to 2 kan? Negatif yang ni saya dah minus kan tadi, minus 4pi. So dia positif lah kan? Ini so 0 minus 4pi kan? So positif kan? Betul kan? Okay, A0 is 2. Betul tak? Ke salah? Boleh. Okay. Saya dah buat 2 kali dah ni. Saya buat 2 kali pun kena salah salin. Okay, so tengok AN pula 1/L negative L to L fx cos n pi x over L dx. L is pi. So 1/pi negative pi to pi fx cos n pi x over pi. So pi divided by pi 1, so cos nx. So piecewise function, first one from negative pi to 0, function is 4. 4 cos nx dx. Second one from 0 to pi, minus 2 cos nx dx. So 1 over pi sin cos sin kan. So 4 sin nx over n. From negative pi to 0, minus 2 outside, minus sin nx over n from 0 to pi. Dua-dua 0 betul kan? Sin n times 0, sin 0, sin 0 is 0, sin negative n pi also 0. Yang ni 0, yang ni pun 0. 0 minus 0 dapat 0, 0 multiply 1 over pi 0. So jawapan dia 0. Alright, next Bn. Dah belum Dah, okay. Dah, tapi duduk salin lagi. Kamu dah kat mulut je ke? Okay, Bn 1 over L from negative L to L fx sin n pi x over L dx. L is pi, so 1 over pi, negative pi to pi, fx sin n pi x over pi. Pi divided by pi is 1. So 1 over pi from negative pi to 0 is 4. So 4 sin cos 4 sin nx dx. Then integration from 0 to pi to sin negative 2 sin nx dx. Over pi, so 4 outside, differentiate sin negative cos nx divided by n. This is from negative pi to 0 plus negative 2 outside sin, so negative cos n nx over n from 0 to pi. Okay, so yang mana yang ada constant ni kita letak kat luar dulu. So letak kat luar dulu supaya kita senang nak substitute nanti. Negatif pun letak dekat luar. So negative 4 over n cos nx from negative pi to 0. And then yang ni jadi negative 2 and negative cos jadi positive 2 over n cos nx from 0 to pi. Okay, so let's see one by one. So 1 over pi. Here is negative 4 over n. Okay, cos 0 is 1. 1 minus cos negative n pi is negative 1 to the power of n. Okay, habis yang first one. Second one, 2 over n. Cos n pi is negative 1 to the power of n minus cos 0 is 1. Okay, habis yang ni. So yang dalam ni kita boleh simplify lagi ya. So yang ni you expand for negative 4 darab yang ni, darab yang ini, plus yang ini, darab yang ini. Nanti kita expand and then kita simplify. So saya kecilkan sikit. Kita sambung kat sebelah sini lah. So sama dengan 1 over pi negative 4 over n multiply 1 negative 4 over n negative positive 4 over n plus 2 negative 1 to the power of n over n minus 2 over n. So yang ini 4, yang ini 2. Belakang sama kan? So 4 plus 2, 6. Yang ini negative 4, yang ini negative 2, 6 juga So kita ada. Tapi yang ini negatif kan? So kita letak belakang lah kalau negatif. So 1 over pi 6 negative 1 to the power of n over n minus 6 over n. So apa lagi yang sama? Kita ada 6 benda yang sama 6 n semua sama kan? So kita factor sajalah. 6 letak kat luar, n letak kat luar. So tinggal pi. So negative 1 to the power of n minus 1. Kalau tak sure, you expand balik lah. Kalau expand, dapat balik lah yang atas ni Okay, so Pn is 6 over n pi multiply n minus minus 1 to the power of n minus 1. An tadi kosong, A not 2. So tulis kat atas ni lah, jimat kertas. A naught over 2. So formula dulu A naught over 2 plus summation from n equal to 1 to infinity An cos n pi x over L plus Bn sin n pi x over L A naught is 2, 2 divided by 2, 1. From 1 to infinity. AN 0, so tak perlu tulis lah. 0 darab cos 0 kan, so tak perlu tulis lah. Tulis PN terus lah. 6 over n pi negative 1 to the power of n minus 1 sin L is pi, so sin nx. So ini saja. Okay. Okay, so you have exercise 4, 5, 6. Semuanya senang kan, tak perlu nak buat pakai tabular method. So kalau you answer these 4 exercise, I think you can answer in your final. So any question? No question. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry, lupa. Attended. Okay. So, saya close dia punya respon. Kawan saya buka kamu scan dululah ini. Sekali kamu refresh balik Dia respon tutup kan? Saya buka balik. Kamu simpan dia punya alamat tu. Okey. Selamat pulang. Assalamualaikum.
Tiga persen.